Hi there, I'm Misty Lee. Thanks so much for watching. I'm sure some of you were a little bit hesitant to click on this video today because sometimes it can be difficult to hear the opposite of what we actually do. So a quick disclaimer before we jump into this. I realize that it might seem a little bit ironic that I'm saying to throw out your TV while I am recording on YouTube. I mean, I could do a video just on this subject in itself about how wonderful I think YouTube is. But the main idea here is that TV is controlled by networks and large organizations. Now, no doubt YouTube is owned. Obviously YouTube is a huge organization as well. But the great part about YouTube is that it doesn't cost anything at all to post videos. And individuals, just like myself, can post important messages. I cannot tell you how many people on YouTube are making a huge difference in the overall consciousness of the universe. They are speaking the truth. People are watching and listening and learning. People like Ralph Smart has over 1 million subscribers. He talks about the third eye, eating healthy, and just knowing the truth about who we are. So overall, I think YouTube is an amazing avenue. And granted, there's some wacky stuff on YouTube, but ultimately it is up to the individuals, and the individuals have the opportunity to get on and post videos and speak the truth. And it's not, networks are not dictating what is going on YouTube. So I think that's ultimately my point here. All right, so point number one, or reason number one about why you should just get rid of your TV so you limit the temptation of watching, is TV takes away from those very important things in your life. Do you have goals in your life that you've been wanting to accomplish for several years? Or maybe in your lifetime? What is keeping you from that? If you have time to watch TV, then you have time to also work on your goals. Okay, so I know so many people, or I've known so many people throughout my life, they come home from work and they're so exhausted from working all day, they will just sit down on the couch and watch TV for 2 or 3 hours before they go to bed. Okay, therefore they're not working on their goals. Reason number two, and let me make sure I'm not missing anything here, it can encourage really bad eating habits. I mean, you think about the times that if you do watch TV a lot, that how many times do you sit down with a plate of celery and carrots? Probably not too often, right? That typically an individual will sit down with a bag of chips or a bowl of ice cream, just food overall that is not healthy and nutritious. And also, you're just sitting there for, if you have an office job, you've been sitting all day, and then you come home and sit more. And so it does not contribute to a very active, healthy lifestyle at all. All right, reason number three, it brainwashes you. TV, for the most part, is just all negative. The news is extremely negative. Maybe once in a while they'll have a happy story about a dog that gets rescued or something like that. But for the most part, TV is very negative, and it's meant to keep us in a state of fear as well. And I'll talk about this when I get to vibration, but as a result, it keeps us from being able to think more creatively, and like I said, it keeps us in that state of fear. For example, like just think about all the commercials that come up, shampoo commercials. You're ugly and stupid unless you try this product, and it's not the truth. But yet, this is what we consistently hear by watching TV. Also, the networks are owned by large corporations as well. So I guess I may have mentioned that initially when I was talking about the benefits of YouTube. All right, reason number 4 is that it takes time away from your family. So this, I mean, does tie into number 1 somewhat, right? It takes away from those important things in life. But I wanted this to be its own separate topic because so many families will just watch the TV together, and when you're doing that, you're not communicating, especially if you have children at home or your significant other. You're not communicating, you're not listening to one another, and it takes time away from you building those relationships and showing that you care about one another. I'm trying to decide if I want to share this. Sure, I will. When I was married, my ex wanted to put a TV in the bedroom, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to do that. Because again, it's just you get in this mindset or this mode where you just turn on the TV. Maybe things aren't going so well. Let's not talk. Let's just watch TV. And also, the final thing I want to say about this, taking time away from your family, is that if this is all your kids know, then they're being taught very bad habits as well. Again, they're not being active, they're not working on projects or being creative. All right, the 5th and final reason, and this one is probably the hugest for me, is that it lowers your vibration. Because TV is so negative and it keeps you in this fear state, you'll know if you've spent any time at all looking up the law of attraction, we are energy. And any negativity, judgment, criticism, fear, those are lower states, much lower states. And it makes it difficult to be more positive, I guess. And that, again, I won't go into it, but that is the media's way of keeping us in a fear state, to basically keep us like robots. I mean, if you're tired of just going to work, coming home, switching on the TV, going to bed, getting up and doing the same thing day in and day out, you have to do something different. You have to. Otherwise, your life isn't going to change. So I really encourage you that if you do have a habit of watching TV, just try it for even a week. Or if you can't do that, even set your mind to it that you're going to turn the TV off for even 3 days. And you're going to see the difference. I mean, talk to your family. Let them know, hey, this is what I would like to try, so you can get their buy-in. And shut that TV off, and you're going to see big changes. And look, I have kids, and I know how difficult it can be to get them off of their electronics. So anymore, it's shifting, right? Sometimes it's not even a matter of the TV. It is the electronics, the games, and the all the other little things that are on phones now that teenagers are playing with. So I realize that it can be difficult to change habits, but I really encourage you to give it a try. Oh, just one other thing I wanted to mention, and I'm not saying to bury your head in the sand, okay, or to live under a rock, because I realize in times of catastrophes where a nation is coming together, it's important to stay in the know so you can make a contribution. In the case of what's happening now with the flooding, I waited until the end of this video for that. It's amazing how our nation is coming together for that. So I'm not saying all TV is bad, but when it is encouraging bad habits, time away from your family and friends, and lowering your vibration, man, it's time to either just shut that TV off or chuck it out the window. Thanks so much for watching, and have an amazing day.